What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Crawford Chronicles on a Sunday with Homer Chris. I'm your host, PK. I thank y'all for joining us. Bryles is doing fam stuff this weekend, so appreciate it. Also, want to apologize for the echo. I don't know if you noticed we got a new background, we got a new house, and there's nothing on the walls, but it's a better background than I had before. So, thank y'all for tuning in, Homer Chris. Tell me what's up, man.
I'll tell you what, man, it feels like I haven't been on the podcast in about 6 months. That's how crazy it's been. I mean, it's been all stars, all stars, all stars. We played I think 3 games this weekend. Luckily the rain held off, so we got to play today. I mean, but hey, as far as your background, you and I both know it's because the interior designer hasn't showed up yet. I think she's on the schedule for tomorrow. But yeah, man,
That is
I
correct.
was actually pretty surprised that the Astros got a sweep. I wasn't able to watch a lot of it because of, obviously the baseball schedule that we've got going on now. But I'm glad to be back, man. Excited to be talking about Astros baseball. PK, outside of moving and doing all that fun stuff, man. How's your weekend going?
Dude, it's been busy. It's been busy from like you said, been moving all week to spending money on stuff that we need for the house and all the good stuff that comes with the home purchase, man. But very blessed, very happy, and thank you to Bryles for Bryles was my broker, so he helped us out a big deal. So props to him and thank you for that. But man, you're right, dude. I didn't get to watch a lot of the games. Listen to the game on Friday while I was moving and my 19 different trips between the two homes to get crap. Um, Pleasantly surprised. I mean, I will say pleasantly surprised. I mean, I took the Cubs to win the series going in, so I'm glad that my prediction is wrong. I believe I'm tied with Bryles, I think, but I'm still if I'm not tied with Bryles, then I'm definitely holding down last place.
I don't believe you're tied with Bryles. I believe you're still a game back.
Holding down the last.
Holding,
Okay.
holding down last place.
Well, the thing is like we talk about we make these predictions and I think we all say at the end of our predictions that we pick the other team to win. We really obviously want the Astros to win, right? So it was the Cubs are a good squad. Now, look, the Cubs have been struggling coming into this series. I mean, I think they got swept by the Brewers. If they didn't get swept, then they definitely lost the series to the Brewers prior to us. So they've been struggling, but it doesn't matter, man. They're still a damn good team, and we know the inconsistencies with this team coming in. I mean, who did we left? What Minnesota? We played Minnesota coming in,
Yeah.
right? We lost that series, right? Lost that series. Really didn't give us. I really didn't give us much of a chance in this Cub series. You hadn't won at Wrigley Field since 2013. So thank you, Arrighetti, for snapping that. I saw that nugget of information. So let's get into this thing, man. Arrighetti's on the hill. And look, you can almost pencil in a dub when Arrighetti is on the bump. Like you really can. The dude's 6-1. Let's see, I got it right here. He's 6-1. ERA is 1.32. Dude has just been dirty since he's been called up. Again, the thing, if I'm going to nitpick a little bit, it is going to be his walks. However, when he did get guys on base, when he was in the jam, he managed to get out of that jam. So thank you, Ian Hack, for coming up 2 different times with like bases loaded and doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, dude, Arrighetti has been a dog since he came up.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's definitely been a breath of fresh air for a rotation that literally you were piecing together your rotation with duct tape, maybe some grass, pretty much anything you could find for a while. And then really, it kind of seems like, once Arrighetti came in and kind of solidified himself of saying, hey, Hunter Brown, who I'll be you guys' ace. Your rotation kind of slowly stabilized. I mean, we saw them kind of stretching out Tang as well, which I'm sure we'll get into his pitching performance yesterday. And then you had a shaky first start from, Peter Lambert. And then he's really kind of settled into where he's becoming now a very dependable starter. But yeah, I mean, everything as of right now with this team, with this rotation, it begins with Spencer Arrighetti. I mean, he has been basically 9 times more than what the Astros expected it from him. He started the season with down in Sugarland. And it looks like he really took that as a chip on his shoulder, saying, "All right, guys, y'all going to send me down to AAA? All right, cool. Wait till y'all call me up." And that's exactly the attitude you have to have. You can't sit here and bitch and moan about it. Oh, woe is me. I didn't make the team. It's like, all right, assholes, wait till I come back. And he has done that to a T since he's been back up. I mean, so again, like I said, man, for a rotation where you have 27 starters that are hurt, he has been a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. And look, another dude, switching to the offensive side. Like honestly, take your helmet hat off for a minute, right? And be like, let's be realistic. If not if, but when Yainer Diaz comes back off the injured list, right? Should he immediately go back into his starting role? Before you answer, let me answer. The answer is no. Period. End of story. Christian Vasquez has been a stupid, sneaky, great pickup, or signing in the offseason. Not only does he throw out runners, right? But the dude gets like timely hits. I mean, he's not going to wow you with his offensive power and all that stuff, but like he has good plate discipline, and all of his plate appearances are pretty damn consistent. Friday, he leads, he hits a bomb out to left, right? And like when he hit it, because I was watching the condensed game on MLB TV, like he hit it and like put his head down and started jogging. I think he might have thought that he didn't get all of it, but he hit it like 3 rows deep, right? And that's just one example. I mean, you could go, I forget what series, it was a couple series ago, and we're trailing shockingly, and he goes oppo, and the ball was at his eyes, and gets his bat up high and hits oppo. We played a few runs. You don't get that with Yainer consistently, right? We've all seen Yainer up there, and he is like hacking at as soon as that pitcher lets go of the ball. I mean, he is swinging, right? So that's my answer. I honestly think that like Vasquez should continue to be your starting catcher, even when Diaz comes back.
No, and everything that I've seen from Christian Vasquez, I mean, he has been more than a serviceable backup. I mean, he's, now that he is the everyday starter for now until Diaz comes back, I mean, he has definitely held the fortress down as far as on the catcher side. Uh, he brings defensively what Yainer Diaz we haven't seen from Yainer Diaz in the last 2 or 3 seasons as far as throwing the ability to throw runners out, and he's a lot more disciplined at the plate. Now, I understand. I felt like you teed up that question specifically for you to alley-oop it to yourself for the slam
That's
dunk.
correct.
However, off the backboard, 360.
That's correct.
However, you and I both know how this story is going to end up once Yainer Diaz comes back. I think we both know, and we've all can sit here. We can live in fantasy world where Espada is going to go with the hot hand, but we both know once Diaz comes back, he's going to be your everyday catcher. He's going to continue to widen the strike zone by 17 inches on each side, top and bottom. And he is going to also be completely dead last and throwing runners out at second base. So it is what it is, man. I mean, right now, you're just trying to play good baseball, trying to, get some wins, get close. You're inching back to 500. And, then you have to worry about, is this team legit or is it not legit? So, but that's a conversation for further down the road.
Or later in this podcast. Let's get into Saturday's game. So Saturday's game, you had Kai-Wei Tang on the hill. I'm not sure how many starts, but his last 2 starts have been pretty damn good, and including this one. He ends up going 6 innings of 2 hit ball, no runs, 3 walks, 6 Ks. I mean, the dude this is another sneaky good pick by Dana Brown. Now, I wish all of his picks were like panning out this way. However, like you're not going to bat 1,000, right? So give him a little bit of slack, but Kai-Wei Tang.
There you go. Hey, whoa.
Every time, dude,
this is a family show.
Listen, man, anytime I had to say his name, I had to slowly say it in my head first before I speak it, because that's what wants to come out. So
there you go. I like it.
So Tang carried, look, dude, 6 innings for a spot starter. And this is coming off the heels of his previous start where I think he went at least 5, was dominant in that game as well, right? So this could be this year's version of your Jason Alexander potentially, right? I mean, really. I mean, Eric Getty has better stuff than Alexander. I mean, we know the fact that he started this season down in Sugarland was ridiculous, but whatever, he's up. But Ting is slowly earning more opportunities to be on the starting on that in that start rotation, especially with outings like this, because you save your bullpen, and we've known this for all season. These starters go 4 to 5 innings, and then your bullpen is taxed by the end of that series, and then you got to start a new one. So big one for this one. There's two things. Pitching, obviously, it was Ting going 6 innings, and then Christian Walker had two bombs on Saturday, right? And Paredes had a double. I mean, you had how many RBIs did Walker had? Well, Walker had all three. All three. You finished 3-0 on that game, and he had, I think it was a 2-run bomb and a solo. So Walker just, he's been struggling a little bit, but he hit your 2 bombs. He got you all the runs. And that's all you need, because that bullpen, every guy pitched an inning. Okert, De Los Santos, and Brian King. Dude, Brian King, man. Brian King has been freaking filthy. Like filthy. I mean, he throws faster than 89-mile-an-hour fastball that our former closer throws.
Yeah, I mean, like it was pretty much an all-out, all-team effort yesterday. I mean, KY Tang definitely represented. And I mean, hey, Walker did his thing. I mean, it's good to see him bounce back from from the slump that he was in. Like, clearly, you didn't want to see him. He's been one of your more productive, more dependable bats in the lineup. I mean, so and hitters are going to go through ebbs and flows, slumps, hot streaks all throughout the season. I mean, but like you kind of wanted him to hopefully limit the slump. I mean, which I can definitely say that the 2 bombs he hit yesterday, and spoiler alert, the bomb he hit today, definitely I think it's safe to say he's out of his slump. And I agree with you, man. Like, I don't know why Brian King is not the closer right now. I mean, like, I understand, you're going to go with the guy who has more experience, but I mean, like, it's just anytime Abreu goes up there. I mean, even now, I mean, I know I've said before that, listen, my goal for Brian Abreu is to have him just continue to, I don't want to say dominate. It's hard to dominate with the 89-mile-an-hour fastball. I mean, but hey, Greg Maddux used to do it. So, but, I want him to just increase his trade value, all throughout. I mean, but like, I feel like you're, I mean, because from what I understand, you're not too far away from Josh Hader coming back. I know he was doing rehab assignments down in Sugarland. Now he's doing rehab assignments down in Corpus, so he's probably going to be back within the week. I mean, so um, you know, I would stick with the hot hand. The hot hand right now is Brian King. He should be your closer. And again, yesterday was an all-out effort. Tang, went 6. That's can't really ask for anything more. You got your offense from Christian Walker, and then the bullpen held it down. I mean, so there's really nothing to complain about unless you're going to nitpick.
Well, look, I was just looking while you were talking, dude. And these first 2 games, in Friday and Saturday's game, between, let's see, how many pitchers did you have total? So there's 4 on Saturday. I think you had a lot. You had 5. Okay, forget that. The point of it is in the first 2 games, your pitching staff gave up 7 hits. Your pitching staff in the first.
That's a good day. That's a good 2 days.
2 runs, 7 hits in the first 2 games. Now today, let's go into today, right? Peter Lambert's on the hill, and you have the opportunity to sweep. Let's pause that. Let's go back to Saturday and talk about Jordan before we get into Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it was his second at bat, maybe. He hit twice, maybe his third at bat. Right? So he comes out a little bit, he looks uncomfortable. He looks uncomfortable on deck. Espada and the trainer talk to him, and he tells him, I'm good, whatever. He goes up, he takes 1 swing, hits a foul ball, and as soon as that happens, Espada's out of the dugout and essentially is telling Jordan, like, cool story, you're back in the dugout, right? So the initial report was back spasms. He did come back out into the dugout like shortly after, so it doesn't really seem to be that serious. He did make some comments after the game. And it was kind of funny because I thought it was funny because he was like, his back spasms, want to take precaution, but I was already scheduled to have a day off, which was today. So it was just like, okay, so you get half a game plus the day off. So he already knew he wasn't playing today. But it's something to keep your eye on. It doesn't seem like it's too serious. But, dude, I mean, like, you've got Altuve down, Lo Profito's doing rehab, Hunter Brown's rehab. I mean, all these guys, right? We know the injury history. And Jordan's been one of the most consistent hitters on our team, if not the most, and in the American League. So definitely need that big guy. We went through the whole season last year, 140 something games or 120 something games last year without him, and we saw how this offense was. So that was Jordan yesterday. Let's go into Sunday. Peter Lambert, opportunity to sweep. I think this is the second sweep of the season. I think the only other one was Boston, I believe.
Yes.
Right. So it's not really cool that we can remember how many sweeps this team has had. You know, that means that you haven't had a lot, or you're just that plugged in, super nerd, which is cool too if you're a super nerd. Just saying.
Yeah, it's option one. Definitely option one.
Yeah. So it was getaway day today. Look, Matthews led off. He went 0 for 5. But what you had today was Myers. Myers hit a bomb. Nick Allen hit a bomb. And like you said, Walker hit his third home run in the series. You put up a 5-run fifth, dude. I mean, you had some offense today. Again, you scored 7 runs in 2 games, and then today you broke out for 8. And Peter Lambert's final line was 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, 5 Ks. It's the walks for me on that one. The same with Arrighetti, right? Like, that's just something, just to nitpick a little bit. But Lambert's been that dude that you talked about earlier, man, where he's come in and, like, I didn't really expect much from him other than it's an arm that's not injured. Just try to do something productive. And here he is. I think his last 3 starts have been, at least the last 3 have been, pretty, I wouldn't say, pretty good. He's got 3.79 as a guy that wasn't supposed to be penciled in.
Yeah, I mean, like, and Lambert's that kind of guy where basically you're not expecting him to go out and be Hunter Brown, right? You're not expecting him to go out and be Randy Johnson. Peter Lambert's job is to keep you in a ball game for 5 innings. And that's exactly what he did. That's what he's been doing. He had that one star, I think he went 7 against Cleveland. But the fact that that's what you want from Peter Lambert. Keep us in the game, give us your 5, and if you can go more than that, great. If you can only go 5, keep us in the game. And he's been doing that. And like I said, between him now, KY Tang, which that's going to be the new official name for Tang on this show. It's going to be KY Tang.
KY Tang.
And then you have Arrighetti. I mean, that's like your big 3, man. Like, if they can continue doing what they're doing, you get Hunter Brown back. I mean, like, I don't think that I think, right now you've got a pitching competition between Burrows and Imai for the number. I got to do my math for the number 5 spot. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like, and again with Jordan, I mean, like, yes, they did get the win today. It's just, I feel like Espada lacks that killer instinct. It's like you have the Cubs like dead to rights. Just go in, put your best lineup, and go for the sweep. I mean, like, with the start that the Astros have had, anytime you can put a team down for a sweep, do it. Now, I understand this was a different situation with Jordan having the back spasms. Definitely at this point, absolutely give him today off if it wasn't already a scheduled day off, because that's the last guy you want down. But but if he's fine, there should be no reason why he should have sat today. If he was healthy, obviously, in reality, he needed to sit today. But hey, the boys took care of it today. So hey, sweep of the Cubs. The Cubs went into this series losing 8 of their last 10, which I kind of thought that it's like, well, it looks like they're catching Houston at the right time. But the Astros took care of business, and that's what we need them to do. You beat up on the teams that are struggling, and then you show up for the games that, against the other contenders. And it's going to be interesting. I mean, I don't want to start counting down, but we're 2 months and a week away from the trade deadline. I mean, so a lot can happen. This team could turn it around. I mean, or we can kind of, play 500 ball from here on out. I mean, it's, this next month, I feel like is going to play a real big part of how the trade deadline is going to look.
Yeah, I mean, look, right now you've won 4 out of your last 6, right? You're going into a 4-game series with Texas, South Oklahoma, right? A team that came into your home park and took the series from you, right? I know did they sweep us or did we get 1? I can't remember.
No, I think we beat them 2 of 3 because I
Did
remember
we?
sending all the awesome memes to Solace. So I
Okay.
think we beat
Yeah.
them 2-1.
All right. Well, there you go. So before we get into that, yeah, man, it goes. I want to go back to your point where it talks about where you talked about Espada and that killer not having that killer instinct and going for the jugular and like let's get this sweep. And he sticks to his guns of his goon squad, as Bryles said, right on the getaway games. What was this series? It was a couple of series ago where he said the day before on a Saturday, like, hey, we're going to go for the sweep, but then he sits like Paredes on that Sunday. It was a home series, right? But and you lose that game. You win the series.
I think
cool.
it was the Ranger series.
Okay. So it's crap like that, right? Like, yeah, dude, like we're at that. I feel like we're at that point right now with how this season has gone where like you need every single win that you can get. You need everyone. These you win 2 out of 3, great, cool. You won 2 out of 3, but if you can get the 3-0 sweep of that series and move on to the next one, and then use that momentum to keep going, right? Like that's what you need. You're sitting at what are we at? 23 and 31 right now. Now the good thing about it is that the AL West is a joke. It's like the
It's
AFC
hot
South
garbage.
in football, right? So it's. I mean, I don't have the stand. You know what? I sure as hell do have the standings.
There you
Right,
go. Look at you being
right here.
prepared. It must be that Newhouse feeling.
It's a Newhouse feeling. Look, you are 4.5 games back of the A's who are 27 and 26. And now again, you've got four upcoming with Texas, who you are 2.5 back. So their last 10, they're 5-5, and we are 6-4 in our last 10. I'm gonna go for Bryles. Bryles, give me the probables. Okay, so we have on Monday.
It's almost like theater
Imai.
night.
Yeah, Tetsuya
Open mic
Imai
night.
against Kumar Rocker. 1 and 2 for Imai, 831. Little high there, little high. Rocker's 2 and 4 with the 360 on Tuesday. Costanza, he is making his rotation return again. 1 and 0 with a 7.30. That's also a little bit high. And then against it, Jack Leiter, 1 and 4 with the 461. Wednesday, Mike Burrows, 2-6, 2 wins, 6 losses, 5.75. Against DeGrom, 3 and 4, 386. We saw what they did on a Saturday. They hit bombs off of DeGrom. And then the AC or staff, Spencer Arrighetti on Thursday against Nathan Evaldi, who shut you down.
Ooh,
he shut you down on that Sunday, dude. 3-hit shutout before he left. So there you have it, man. Let's see, the Rangers are 24 and 27. You're 23-31, man. So yeah, what say you, Homer Chris?
Well,
throw the predictions up there so I can see.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we do that.
I know where I'm at.
I'm a little rusty. It's been a while since I've been on the show. Give me a second. There we go. All right, so here we go. Here's the updated standings. I'm still holding it down, even though I took the L. It was a good L for me to take. Browse is second place at 4 and 10. Good God, these records are terrible. And PK holding down last place at 3 and 11. But hey, nobody wears last place like PK does. So,
look, I don't know, man. I wear it so good that prediction shorts get over 1,000 views.
That's right. Watch out.
Want to know why I'm holding down last place?
I am going to. Who's throwing tomorrow? I've already forgot.
So Imai Rocker tomorrow.
Okay.
Alexander Leiter, Burrows, DeGrom, Arrighetti, Evaldi.
I think you kind of talked me into the split. I mean, it's just I've got to see what Imai, which Imai is going to show up. Now he had a pretty good start his last start, but he is very prone to the good start and then 3 terrible starts and then a good start. So I'm gonna go with the split where your wins are gonna come from my brother from another mother, Jason Alexander, and I'm gonna roll the dice and go all in on Spencer Arrighetti to outduel Jacob DeGrom. So I'm gonna take a split.
So Arrighetti, Evaldi. So you got him beating Evaldi on a Thursday. Okay. Yeah, I'm also. Well, that's what I told you earlier. I split. I was also taking Alexander. I didn't tell you that. We didn't talk about who we were taking.
That's what I'm talking about. We're so in sync. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so Alexander and Arrighetti. I think the Wednesday game for me, the Burrows DeGrom, like you rocked DeGrom, dude. Like you rocked him the last time you faced him in Houston on a Saturday night. And I'm not saying you're gonna, you know, destroy him again, but like you can hit him. They hit bombs.
Well, I mean, I think the big thing is yes, the Astros can hit Jacob DeGrom. However, which Mike Burrows is going to show up? Are we going to get the guy who had two really good starts where the Astros were Dana Brown and the Astros look like geniuses for pulling off this trade? Or is he going to look like a guy who we look at and we're like, ugh, this guy probably needs to be down in Sugarland right now? I mean,
Well, the
so
thing is, like, he can't get the third damn out in the fourth inning. That's his like
yeah,
kryptonite. It's unbelievable. What's also unbelievable, and I wish I had the damn stats up, man. But the 8-9 hitters for every team that we play, like they mash against the Astros. The 8-9 guys. And then you got Burrows who, if he can get past the fourth inning, the 2 outs in the fourth inning, if he can get past that, like that's a win. I'll take the 4 2/3 or 5 innings. But it really is that fourth inning with 2 outs. He seems to just there's so much stuff on X or on the broadcast we talk about him being like one of the most unlucky pitchers, and it's like, and maybe so, right? Because he gets soft contact or little bloops. But dude, like lock in and get the third damn out of the fourth inning, please. Like
yeah,
just
no,
I don't know what to tell you. Just do it.
yeah. I mean, that's why it's hard for me to go with the Astros on the Burrow start. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go 2-2. Hopefully, the Astros win 3-1 or sweep or 4-game sweep. Again, I don't mind taking those L's.
Absolutely.
It's the L's when I predict them to win the series and they lose it that kind of sting a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, like I think the Jason Alexander one. I mean, like we know what that dude can do. I mean, his last outing
Yeah,
was pretty. I think he went 6 innings of like 2 hit ball or something like that.
yeah, yeah. His ERA was so high because those two little outings that he had in the middle of a game, he got
Yeah,
shelled. I
in
mean,
relief.
so and yeah, in relief. I mean, so then like I don't know if they finally said, okay, hey, we're gonna call you up and you're gonna stay in the rotation. And it seems like whenever they put him straight back in the rotation, he had a good start. So that's why I feel like now that he knows he's in the rotation, he's not gonna have to. And again, I mean, I never played pitcher, but I'm assuming that if you're a starting pitcher, you have a set routine that you do. And the second you get off that routine, because I mean, I'm assuming there's a different routine for the bullpen guys, that it probably throws you off. I mean, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm chalking it up to.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna beat this into the ground, but it really does come down to the Emi Burrows game. Which version of those two guys are we gonna get? Like that's just what it boils down to. So you know what you're getting with Arrighetti. The dude, like, it's wild to me his record and ERA, and not wild in the sense of it's unexpected, but like he's been man, like damn good, like all-star worthy pitching for a guy that started down in Sugarland. Right. Just because, and really, I think what it was he started at Sugarland because you made the trade for Burrows and you expected all this out of the jump. You had Emi with all the hype with him, Hunter Brown, Javier, and then I think out of kind of respect for Lance, you gave him one last go round. And so Arrighetti was your odd man out. And he's like, okay, cool story. Like, here we go. Let me just go and dominate every time I go out there. I think he's had one outing where he hasn't gone, where he only went 5, or maybe this was the second one because he went 5, I think. What did he do here? He went 5. So he's had like 2 outings of like 5 innings. But yeah, dude, what version of Emi and Burrows are we going to get? And, it's a Silver Boot series, so take me as serious as you want, but it is the South Oklahoma Rangers. We hate them. They're annoying. And just like Cowboy fans. So split for me and Homer Chris. I think Bryles, I will find out what Bryles has to say sometime this evening before the first pitch so that he doesn't cheat. But before we get out of here, man, look, I've got some current rehab assignments. Some guys.
Okay, I got one thing too. So go ahead and do your rehab assignments, and I got one thing I want to put out.
All right. So this is Lover Fido began his rehab assignment today with AA Corpus, returning from a right quad strain. So he's doing his rehab. Hunter Brown, He pitched today in Corpus. I believe, let's see, he threw 22 pitches, reached 96. I believe he struck out 5 of the 7 batters that he faced. So take that for what you want. Hunter Brown. And
nice.
Corpus. So
Nice.
Taylor Trammell, he was also rehabbing in Corpus today. He's already homered twice
There you go.
in his rehab assignments. Hader, he is in Sugarland on his rehab assignment. I think he's thrown several innings already down there. And then Jake Myers is up, obviously. Let's see, Yiner moving slowly, progressing towards hitting off a tee. Take your time, buddy. Make sure you're 100%. You know, we got Vasquez and Salad holding down.
Why don't you go back to West Palm? Go on a fishing trip for about a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And then Altuve is rehabbing in Florida, and then Javier, with his grade 2 right shoulder strain, is rehabbing progress. So you're really close to getting Trammell. I think Trammell is pretty damn close to maybe joining you in Arlington.
Yeah, I think so.
Possibly.
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
And then Hunter Brown and Loperfido right behind him, and Hader. So you got some guys coming back, man. So we'll see how that trends. But these guys, they look pretty good in their multiple rehab outings. So we'll be seeing them soon. So what do you got before we get out?
All right, so I'm officially starting the official 2026 Cavan Biggio watch. I don't want us here at the Crawford Chronicles to take credit for it. But all I'm going to say is this. Ever since we went out on April 26th and interviewed Cavan Biggio, which you can see the media pass that PK has on, his lovely decorated bare wall.
That's right. That's correct.
All Cavan Biggio has done is hit 350 down in AAA. All I'm saying is we're a couple of weeks from Father's Day. Dana Brown, get it done. Let the prophecy come full circle. Let's go. I've been calling this for about 3 years now. It should happen.
Dude, it really is crazy. I mean, look, call it what you want, but facts are facts. We were there. We were there, and he went what did he go that game? 4 for 5 or 3 for 4? But he had the walk-off winner,
double
RBI single. So, and then from there, it's just been mashing and mashing. So, take it how you want it. I'm just giving you the facts. So,
hey, the numbers don't lie.
That's right. Numbers don't lie. And I really do hope he gets the call, because he was really cool to talk to and to meet. So, yeah, man, dude, he's crushing the baseball. It's awesome. It's awesome. But that's going to be it, man. It's good to be back on the podcast. I mean, Chris has been gone for a minute with baseball. I've been gone all week with moving, and I was sick before that, so it's cool to be back on. Thank you for everyone tuning in and for watching and supporting. And, man, 4 games against Texas starting tomorrow. Let's go. Let's stack another series win. But thank y'all again. This is the Crawford Chronicles. I'm PK, Homer Chris. And we'll talk to y'all later. Go Astros. And then Browse.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and Browse. Don't forget Browse.
Don't forget Browse.
Probably having a few cold ones right now.
That's right. That's